What's going on with it, y'all? It's your boy Mike Zala, aka Zala Make 'em Holler, Mr. Cover Your Motherfucking Face, man. And it's Sunday, so you know what that means. We back with another episode of the Cover Your Motherfucking Face podcast. And as always, I got my main man Jab Judah, Gerald Dean,
two names, not one,
and the Miss Fine as Wine, Miss Brandy herself.
What's happening?
What's happening, y'all, man? How y'all week been?
Hey, I'm chilling.
This week, shit.
My week's been awful.
Yeah.
I've been living in the Stone Age.
Awful? Why?
Because the cable, the internet, everything keeps dropping out. And
let's keep it
cable out here.
Keep it positive, bro. We don't want to drop our cable, so we.
So you're quarantined and sucking right now, like.
Right. I'm doing extra cleaning and doing extra shit because I can't watch TV.
So Gerald's being Mr. Productivity over there.
Yard work and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm working on a garden now. Because there's no
lost a kid this week. What you doing in the yard?
We're starting to build a little above ground garden thing so we can plant like cabbage and
cactus.
Yeah.
Cactus.
See, I'm too lazy to do that. I would look at it and be like, you know what? That's too much work. Even though I know how to do it, I'm like, no, it's too much.
Hey, Mike, you don't have no kids, but Gerald and Brandy, has your kid ever opened some shit that said refrigerate after opening, but they were sneaking it? They, like, opened it and stuck it back in the cabinet?
No, but my fat ass used to do that when I was a kid.
What? Hey, see, but that's fucked up because what if that shit was spoiled, yo? So I get a whole thing and now it's spoiled. I can't even. Talking about how long ago did you do that, man?
Right. I hate when they do that.
Like 2 or 3 days ago? Like, I almost killed him over $3. Like, are you serious?
Damn.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. You know, Worcestershire sauce that you put on shit. I didn't know that went bad. I left it out. Yeah, that one. The Worcestershire sauce went bad. Didn't know it. Used it on some teriyaki, thinking, okay, this add some flavor. Sick the whole week one time because of that. Because I didn't know I was supposed to refrigerate it after.
It was like, this is some good
I've never refrigerated.
But it says refrigerate after use. On
Mike,
the back of the bottle.
That doesn't mean you can leave it in there for a year. It's
I don't know what's bad like that.
Are you? As long as it's in the refrigerator after I use it, it's good.
Yeah, it's a refrigerator, not a preserver.
Right?
Oh, okay.
I have never, ever, as long as my 40 years, seen a bottle of, and I say Worcestershire because I can't say it the other way, seen that in the refrigerator. It's always been in the cabinet.
But after use, you gotta put it in there.
That's what I'm saying. After use,
yeah.
I mean, they cooked roast almost every Sunday, so there was always some in the house. A big bottle of it too, and I've never seen it in the refrigerator. I didn't know the shit went bad either.
They'll probably use it
not have been Worcestershire sauce. It might have been what you cooked.
Maybe
it might have been me.
I always thought Worcestershire sauce or whatever, because I got a problem saying it too. But I'll somebody fucking it up. But I always thought that was used for marinades. Like, yeah, that's it.
That's what I thought.
All it is soy sauce with a little less or more salt. I forget.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I use it for marinades.
Open that up to the comments because we got some people in there tuning in already. Have you ever done that? Like, not refrigerated something after you used it, thinking it was still cool. Like, you know what? It won't go bad. It's all right. I didn't read the back of the label.
The biggest debate in my house is refrigerating ketchup or not.
Nope.
I say yeah.
It says it on the package.
I say yes.
It says it on the package.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the
Here's one though. Syrup.
In the cabinet.
In the cabinet.
syrup stays in the cabinet. I'm
Ain't
sorry.
no cold syrup.
Nobody wants no cold fucking ketchup.
I like ketchup cold.
Ketchup cold is
You guys
cold.
are weird,
And,
psychopath.
and if the ketchup is cold, it doesn't get that extra liquid juice that when it sits too long.
Right. Hot sauce. Hey, hot sauce in the cabinet.
Cabinet, yeah. Don't refrigerate.
I wouldn't know. No, I keep Frank's in the fridge.
That's because you're a weirdo.
It's not good to do that, Mike. It loses its potency. If it's sitting out,
yeah, it loses its hot.
It ferments a little bit more, so it stays hot, like he said.
It loses that kick. Why you take the potency? That's why you don't have no hot sauce at home. So, but this ain't hot no more.
Hey, I don't like it. Frank's is never hot anyway. It's just like a tangy.
Mike, your bottle of Frank's probably
using tangy. That's why you got
crust on the top of it.
Worcestershire.
Nah,
tangy.
it's probably got Mike's Frank's got that red crust on top of it. When you peel it off, it all falls.
That's just because I reuse the same bottle, okay?
These Frank's in the refrigerator too.
Well, she's a psychopath too.
Real tears.
Thank you, Z. Yes, in the fridge. But
you can have one person. There you go.
I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
That'd be the one answer on Family Feud. Where do you keep your Frank's? In the refrigerator. Ding! One person agreed with you.
No, it'll be 99 and Jab didn't. Like,
right.
Jab's the only one that agreed.
Oh, man.
Speaking of Family Feud, right quick, this is one of the funniest Family Feud moments to me. Steve asked this dude, name a man's letter, or name a man's name that starts with the letter H. Dude, hit that table and said, Jose. No. The funniest one I've seen. So fucking short.
I can see why.
The funniest one I've seen.
Why? Can you see why, Mike?
He said, say something that comes after the word pork. The person before them said pork loin. The next person said, you pine.
He said, what is you pine?
that was it. He killed it for the Family Feuds for me when he said that. You pine? Wait a minute. Porky pine?
None of that happened this week. None of that should happen this week.
I posted a reel of all the funny shit, and when he mentioned Family Feud, it was funny.
That's okay. You want to know what happened this week? Brandy, for the first time, heard the joke, what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. And she thought people were going to block her on Facebook.
She posted that. I was dying just because she posted it.
My wife told my roommate that shit last night, and we hit the fucking floor. I have never heard that shit before.
Really?
She ain't never heard it, bro. I was like, really? And just gave her like 6 of them, like within a minute. She was dead. She never heard that shit.
Dying last night. That was perfect.
Man, what's up with this podcast?
Because I posted it. That's not funny. I never
Let's
heard
get this podcast started. Brandy, you're in charge of the schedule. What's going on the podcast this week?
Don Lemon and Terry Crews. Now, I didn't watch it, read it, whatever was supposed to happen with that. I don't even know who the hell Don Lemon is.
It's just two names. I don't know what that means.
Y'all have at it.
I didn't see it either.
You guys didn't watch? I looked it up because there were so many people talking about it. I'm like, let me see what happened.
Go ahead.
And basically, my point of view that I took away from the whole interview, because Don Lemon basically asked Terry Crews to come on the show, which we know about when we have guests come on the show. You know, when you have a guest come on the show, you kind of want to let them talk and you talk. Because this was a major point in a lot of the interview, is that Don Lemon kept cutting Terry Crews off after he asked him a question. And basically every time Terry Crews was talking about, he came on there to speak about Black Lives Matter and that he doesn't necessarily support Black Lives Matter because of their agenda. He's like, when you look at Black Lives Matter, you have to look at the agenda and leaders of an organization.
What is his idea of the agenda? Like, what do you think the agenda is?
Well, that's what he was trying to find out. He was like, bro, from what I gather, their agenda.
First of all, hey, Terry Crews was going way out in left field, like talking about everything else that Black Lives Matter should do, what they should be doing, what they should do, blah, 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 blah. And Don Lemon kept cutting him off because he's like, yo, he wanted to get through the camera and smack his stupid ass across the fucking face. Hey, idiot, we're not talking about what they should be doing. Let's get back to what I asked you, because you're not talking about fucking anything.
But is that right as a host?
Totally blown away. He wasn't even making any sense at this point. So he was trying to shut him up because you're not making any sense. You're making yourself look dumber than you really are.
Oh.
But is it really dumb, though? Because he was talking about a long game.
It doesn't matter. Fuck the long game. Nobody wants the long game, Mike. Don't you see that?
And that's the problem.
No, it's not. They want change now. Mike, they want change now. They don't want fucking people moving away.
The long game, Mike. The long game was.
They want change now. They don't want long game. They don't want next year. Fucking 6 years from now. They want it next week.
Yeah.
But how do you get to those next week changes?
Nothing.
We talked about that, though. We talked about by changing our communities, which was a point Terry Crews made. We have to change our own communities in order to grow and change those. So there is a long game in it, because how do you change politicians? You change and grow your community to represent those communities. So I mean, what he says does make sense. It's just when you focus on it, because like you said, Don Lemon wanted him specifically to talk about police brutality. He wanted him to talk specifically about the issues right now. But Terry Crews was like, no, I want to talk about what I see as important, the community.
And Don Lemon said, no, this is my show. That's not what I brought you here for, bro. This is what I'm talking about. You can get the fuck on.
And I, as a guest, I would have said, fuck it, I'm gone then.
And he did. He bounced. See ya. It was that. I mean, it was that quick, and they roasted him for it.
They did.
I mean,
by more people than Don Lemon.
And does he really deserve that?
No.
See, Terry Crews don't really support too much anything that has to deal with people of color. Like the whole thing with Gabrielle Union and America's Got Talent or whatever show that she was on that she decided to step down from, and Terry Crews was hosting, and he said he didn't see anything. But then he also has a story where he was touched and mistreated, but couldn't understand how Gabrielle Union said she was mistreated. He said, I got a family, so I got to keep working. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not saying he's the most politically correct figure ever to identify some stuff, but some of the points he was making sounded good. If you really just had to look at it from like a wide perspective of what he was saying.
Now, just the sole fact that you had to say why, bro, I got upset. Nothing. You pushed the button just to push a damn button because you already knew it was bullshit.
Well, so okay, listening to this from what you guys are saying, it's like, okay, one, maybe Don Lemon made an error in choosing Terry Crews to
probably wrong guy
be on the show to discuss those specific topics. Now, okay, if that's not what Terry wanted to talk about, it's not your fucking show. You guys aren't doing the show together. You know what I'm saying? You guys aren't. This isn't a fucking duo. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what's their names? Mike and Skip or whoever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's not what this is. You're a guest. So by him getting up and dipping, you kind of didn't have a fucking choice if you weren't going to talk about exactly what the fuck you came on the show to talk about.
Right.
And like I said, that's just my opinion based on what I'm hearing. I said it when I opened it. I didn't watch it, didn't read it, whatever the hell. But there's a respect factor when you're a guest on somebody's show. That's just like when you're a guest in somebody's house. If it's your first time over there, don't walk your ass in my fucking kitchen and get shit out the refrigerator.
And also,
You know what I'm saying?
also as a host
After
too.
that's your family. I'm not serving you shit.
Also, as a host, things should have been discussed before the guests come on.
Usually is.
And this kind of leads us to a perfect point too, that, you know, put it out there for the guests that are eventually going to come on our show. You know, there's tons of stuff that you have to send out. Like, look, this is what we're going to be talking about. This is what we want to know from you. And this is basically what we're bringing you on the show for. You know, we're setting up a format for like that for our guests, as well as the format should have been set up, especially because they have that celebrity status. They should have known, okay, this is what I'm here to talk about. This, and as a host, you have to wrangle the guest. You have to, okay, we're going to discuss this. If he goes a little off topic, I know how to bring him back to where we want to talk about.
Right. And you're absolutely right, Mike. And I do believe that the conversation started off cool.
It did.
It started off good, and it just when Don Lemon let him talk, and it just went way like, whoa, wait, hold on, we weren't even.
You just started saying stuff.
Yeah, it was like, yo, hold on a second, dude, like reel it back in, buddy, come on, you know.
And that's what Terry Crews is known for. I mean, look at the roles and stuff he's played. You know, he's known for just speaking his mind. You know what he thinks. Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Ain't not a narrow role Terry Crews played where he's speaking his mind.
Well, no, I mean,
what are you talking?
He's known as a fool or a bully.
He's known as a jackass, bro.
Right. A dancing fool.
You know, there's quite a few roles that I've seen.
Or
just
a bully.
even if they're really small roles, he's gay. Straight up.
Or on the sign somewhere, like, come on, man. What the hell are you talking about?
No,
bro?
I mean from like his
known for speaking.
interviews about his movies.
He's known for bouncing his fucking chest in an Old Spice commercial, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And then white girls. With some LED lights.
Yeah, and white girls.
Wait, was he gay or not?
He wasn't in fucking White Chicks, but I mean, he was a fucking football player that was flashing around a lot of fucking money. He was like a fool. He was your token black guy in White Chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And he loves everybody except for black people.
So yeah, again, back to my original statement, he was probably the wrong fucking person to have that conversation with. But maybe Don Lemons actually knew what he was doing.
His name is Don Lemon. Okay? Stop.
Lemons, lemon, grapes, fucking limes. I don't care. I don't even know who the fuck he is.
I'm saying the fruits. I'm saying the name. Just let me speak. Lemon, lime, orange, grape.
It's just funny. It's funny. It's funny.
Non-fruit punch is what she's gonna say next. Watch.
Oh,
hey,
just
saying. But like I said, maybe he did that on purpose. Maybe Don Lemon did that on purpose by choosing somebody that he knew that he was not going to get the response.
Nelson says that his marriage is a beard. He's a cover-up, so he's probably gay in real life.
Oh God, who cares? Fuck.
Okay, well that marriage cover-up leads us into a next topic. That is, I mean, this one's gonna be.
See, we need people to help us transition.
Exactly. See, thank you for that transition about marriage.
Thanks
because this is gonna be this be kind of like a callback
from last
to
week.
the Will and Jada to last week. We talked about it. We talked about the PS5. I'm not saying we were right, but I'm pretty sure we was close. Will and Jada came to the red table.
If y'all say the wrong thing, I'm gonna mute you for real.
Like what?
Will and Jada. It was supposed to be Jada at coming to the red table, and Will was the host of the red table talk. And he said, "Tell me what you did, Jada. Say what you did."
But I don't know. From the jump of the interview, just the outlook of it, I know I'm not the only one. Either they were high as shit, or he was crying like a motherfucker. It was one of those two, because that boy's eyes were red than a motherfucker.
Not
if you
look
at Will's eyes, they were red. And Jada's was half closed the whole time. Like, just,
Jada,
we played it on the large screen just to see.
Well, maybe you was high.
I probably would have needed to smoke a blunt before having that conversation too. I don't know. Maybe that's me.
Free your mind. drink and smoke. Hold on. Let me just.
We're gonna talk about an affair, so everybody just get ready.
Couple shots of tequila, yeah. Let me
Look,
get
Brandy
right
ain't
before
even
I
done
have
shit.
this fucking conversation.
The crazy thing about that whole thing.
Reading a whole lot of shit. Like I've been reading a lot of different articles. I've been reading a lot of different fucking tweets that people are putting out there. This shit happened years ago.
Yes.
First of all, this ain't some new shit. This is not brand new fucking information. 1. 2, I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of it coming up again was. I don't know if it's something that,
Album promotion. August had dropped an album right before that interview.
But
so, whether it was for album promotion for him, for Jada and Will to put this shit out there, because I don't know if you guys recall 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago, when this shit first happened,
they were done.
They were not fucking together. Like, god damn. I don't know how much, like, all the shit that I'm seeing is like, Jada had an affair. Jada cheated on Will. Jada had an affair. Jada cheated on... No, she didn't. They were not fucking together. And he blatantly said that. I was done with your ass. I didn't think I was ever going to talk to your ass again. He said that a couple of different times during this red talk, this red table shit.
And the fact that...
Go ahead.
And the fact that he had to call her out, what? Because basically that was what everybody wanted to know. And he even kind of had to pull it out of her a little bit because she didn't want to say it. We were in a relationship. An entanglement? What's an entanglement? Y'all fucked. Say it. Y'all was in a relationship. Y'all was sexual. But the crazy thing is, too, they said that boy had mental health issues.
They said he was sick.
Right.
Yeah, they said he had mental
health. They were helping him.
Mm-hmm.
Who said he had mental health?
Right, they said he was sick. They didn't say shit about mental health.
And Coochie make your head go round.
It was known that he does have some form of an illness, but they never said it was mental health. That shit that people are fucking putting out there. They're taking him being sick. It could have been any type of sickness. You know what I'm saying? But even when he first came out, matter of fact, I'm gonna Google it because when he first came out, whatever illness he had was like causing him to go blind or some shit from shit that I read.
Oh wow.
That's syphilis.
Untreated syphilis.
That's what Al Capone died from in Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew.
Just a little known fact while they over there Googling. You know what? About this, you know what? Fuck both of them. Because they've always been known when they was together, when they wasn't together, who cares? They've always been known to be in an open relationship. Jada's always said, I've always told Will, do what you want to do. Man, fuck both of them. Fuck this whole shit. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's dumb. It's all dumb and set up.
Right.
Talk about bad life.
Bad marriage. Bad marriage for life. That was so terrible. But
that was terrible. It was fucking tasteless. But
it was them.
Their shit.
Yeah.
That's the way they live their marriage. And
why are we so worried about it?
That's what that's the point I'm going to make. We don't even need to. They didn't even have to have a table talk. They didn't even have to.
And what? And now everybody wants an entanglement. Everybody's trying to get an entanglement. Entanglement is going to get entanglement will be burnt out by the
new Disney movie.
I hope so.
Rapunzel 2, Entanglement.
They did bring out some interesting points about marriage and being together and triumphing over certain marital issues. They did bring out some good points on that.
After 25 years, that's a long time to be together. So things happen.
Outside of the fact that it's Will and Jada, like Mike said, they did bring out some really, good marital points. And anybody who's married can relate to some of the shit that they said, not about themselves, but just about marriage in general. And I think that's something that a lot of people fucking missed in that red table talk. You know what I'm saying? They're both actors. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking at her beating around the fucking bush and never saying, yes, I fucked August Alsina. That's not the shit that I was looking at. What I was looking at is the fact that, one, yes, she did own up to the fact that she made a mistake. Yes, he did say that he was done with her ass at the time that it happened. But to overcome that shit and still be able to
come back together
as a married couple, for him to be able to forgive her, for him to have the strength to let her go, find her happiness, speaks volumes about a marriage in general. You know what I'm saying? I speak from personal experience. I have a child because of a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think I'm strong enough to do it again? I don't know. But I wasn't married in my last situation. I'm married now. Do I think that I would be able to handle my wife doing some shit like that? First of all, I don't think my wife would ever need to, or don't think that she would. But if I've done it once and I understand the fact that, yes, as humans, especially as women, there may be some shit that we need to figure out within ourselves. And yeah, I probably would be strong enough to allow my wife to go out and seek herself or seek her happiness or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And if we figure it the fuck out, then we figure it the fuck out. Not everybody, like Will said, this is not for the weak-willed. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can handle shit like that. Not everybody is even open-minded enough to address some shit like that.
Well, why is that cool to address? What the hell was that? Was that a demon in our
what was happening?
Shit right now?
What just happened?
I don't know. Some just went.
That startled me a little bit.
Repeat that question you just asked.
I don't even remember what it was.
No, the question you brought up was, does that even need to be addressed? And one point that they made,
that's what it was. Like, why is that even a?
Because there are no secrets. And when there are no secrets, there's no trust issues. And trust issues is one of the leading causes for divorce rates.
And money.
And money.
Bullshit.
The reason they went through what they went through.
100% bullshit. Everybody
is strong enough to do what he did.
I'm going to tell you fucking how. Never mind. Go ahead, Gerald.
I'm just saying the reason they went through this and Will was strong enough or whatever is because he don't want to get divorced again. The last time he got divorced, said it was the most devastating thing in his life, his most ultimate failure. He doesn't believe in divorce. He wants to be able to love someone no matter what. And he told Jada the first year of their marriage, I'm going to love you through anything. So he was there to persevere and push through, let her go, get her back, skydive. Maybe that's why he was doing what he was doing. Maybe that was, he was like, my wife is tripping. I got to jump out of this helicopter into the Grand Canyon. I'm like, I love you, Jada. Like, he don't know what he was yelling when he jumped out of that damn helicopter.
And it worked.
Right. But yeah, this whole thing, like Jav was saying, like, why is it even brought up? I don't know. They could have kept silent like they were doing.
Yeah, but I think she said something about not wanting Black Twitter to get a hold of it, but it did anyway. And it's like at that point they felt the need to address the shit.
Well, that's because their people were talking about it.
I think they were thinking that was going to dead the situation.
Yeah, they just
it made it worse.
But like they said, if you saw an article that said Will said, Jada said is a lie, we remained silent, which I think is a good PR move, because in any PR move they're going to say, don't say anything, don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah, that's a court law thing too. It's good. Yeah, it's a good court move. Z was like, they're very rich, like with the money they have, and that's what I was.
Yeah, that's cool.
Why
their marriage? It's not ours, but still, okay.
Keep your money, keep it a business, and it is entertaining, like Z said too.
Yeah. Speaking of, celebrities getting off that fucking dead horse, because hopefully it'll be done by tomorrow. How do you say this fucking former Cowboys dude's name? Is it Quiero, Kyle and Jill Scott?
Oh, Kyle Q. I don't know what his name is.
I don't know.
We'll call him Kyle Q.
Kyle Q. Mm-hmm. Former Cowboy, now plays for the Seattle Dragons. I'm assuming that's an arena team.
Yeah, it's an arena team.
Ask the question.
I didn't hear anything you said. You were garbled up. So, I don't know.
So moving on to the next topic, Kyle Q from the Cowboys and the Seattle Dragons asked the question, do people really find Jill Scott attractive?
Yes.
Yeah,
I want to know where the question came from. Why
Before
Jill
the
Scott?
microphone incident. And then she got even more
Right.
attractive after the microphone thing.
I want to know why Jill Scott, though. Like, where did that come from? For him to single her out.
I feel like he probably ran into her. There was probably some, I'm a football player, probably something, and she turned him down. And he's like, is she really that attractive where she has the ability to turn me down? I'm Kyle Q. I don't even know who he is, but
who you are.
And the fact that she's not particularly what you would consider a model type. Oh, that's gonna turn me down? Because she is a plus size girl. A lot of men think that way. Oh, she's a plus size girl. I can holler at her. She gonna jump on me no matter what. And the fact that she told him no. Oh, this fat bitch. Fuck that fat bitch.
I was
who finds
just
her?
Getting ready to fucking go there. I swear I was just getting ready to say that. You know, I got called a fat bitch because I
you said
turned
no.
somebody down. Like, oh, but I'm a fat bitch a minute ago when he was trying to fuck. Like, are you serious?
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and then when people were responding, he was like, okay, so you do get sexually aroused by her. So it's the energy, right? It couldn't be the simple fact that somebody could actually be attracted to her body. From him, it was coming like, it has to be the energy or it has to be the vibe, because nobody can ever be attracted to somebody fat. Kiss my entire fat ass with that.
His anger and ego were hurt. That's all it was.
I bet his mama's fat. His mama's probably fat. Don't even know how he was born. He said, I don't even know how you get made me, mama. Like, who likes fat people? Like, I don't even know how he thinks like.
What's crazy is because I have a lot of friends who they're attracted to big women because the women that raised them were also big women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a really good friend, like, I'll never forget, we'd be chilling and he'll just end up like grabbing a fucking fat roll of mine and like, dude, like, quit grabbing my fat. He was like, shut up, I got my fat. Like, I'm used to this. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm like, okay. But it was a comfort for him. That shit that he did with Jill, that was completely fucking disrespectful. He was out of pocket. And I think his apology was forced. I don't think his apology was genuine at all.
Because he shouldn't have to apologize for his fucking question. He's just asking Twitter if people think Jill Scott's fucking attractive. And Twitter roasted him for it. Simple fucking story. It's stupid.
But the way he came back at it.
Big deal. Nobody knows who the fuck he is. He don't know. He's so young, he probably just heard who Jill Scott was.
Right.
People really find her attractive. He's asking a fucking question and people roasted him for it. Fucking end of story. Big fucking deal. And look how stupid it got. Dumb. Really stupid.
But the whole thing was, like we said, he didn't know. He asked the question, and evidently he got the answer.
From a lot
fucking deal, bro. Like, who cares? Nobody even knows who the fuck this kid is. He's a fucking nobody. And he just got 17 minutes of our fucking time. Next.
I mean, these are topics. I mean, if this isn't the topic you want to talk about, we could take it off the list, but it's the topic.
I know. I'm just talking.
Yeah, he's basically saying he's
podcasting, bro.
Talking about sports, though, that sports is a good transition into the next one, because that whole LeBron James thing, like, is this saying that he's choosing not to use that? So he's just basically going to keep James?
Yeah, he's not going to have nothing on there.
So in the bubble, in the NBA, they're saying they're allowing people to wear these social justice, fight for your rights, Black Lives Matter things across their back instead of their names, right? And they have like a whole list of them. And LeBron James says, no, I'm not doing that because he already has a movement. He's already doing something. He feels like it's not really going to help the whole Black Lives Matter movement anyway. What is it going to help? It's like basically having Black Lives Matter on the middle of the court and then respect us. Can't breathe running down the court. I can't breathe, pass it, can't breathe. I don't know. But it just seems pointless. And they're just pandering. Like, it seems like the NBA is just doing too much of what we don't really need them to do.
Like you said, it's not the changes we want. And plus, his other point was that they never considered us or asked us what we would want to say. He's like, I was not there when they said these are the list of approved sayings that we can have on the back of our jerseys. He's like, I wasn't consulted in this. They didn't ask my opinion on, hey, is this what I want to wear on the back of my jersey?
He's a fucking player.
Right. He don't run the whole organization.
He don't run the fucking league. Just because LeBron don't want to do it, that means nobody does it?
No, but his whole thing was they didn't ask the
That's
players.
his whole thing. They didn't ask me. They didn't ask me, so fuck them. Why ain't doing it? If they ain't shut the fuck up and dribble, this is what the fuck you guys even giving this shit anything for? This is some bullshit. You guys put a crown on a fucking player? Really? If LeBron don't do it, it ain't cool? Fuck LeBron James. How about that?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Tired of that bullshit. Stop tying your cape for that motherfucker, bro. Let him do his shit. He don't want to do it? Fucking don't do it. You go do it. To the other players, to Barkley, to all them guys. You guys go do this shit. I don't want to.
Yeah, out of the 385 players,
up and dribble.
Only 17 of them are not doing it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And why are the other 17 not doing it?
Because they don't want to.
They just don't want to.
Exactly.
Just like some players are not playing when it reopens because it doesn't make sense for them to go play in this pandemic dome.
Shit pisses me off, man. Like, you got everybody's so worried about what the fuck these guys are professional athletes. They make millions and millions and millions and millions of fucking dollars. They don't give two fucks what we're doing out here, but we're going to demand that they play. You won't even send your fucking kid to school, but you're going to demand this dude goes out here and gets sick. Fuck that shit, bro. Like, come on. Let's put some common hats back on our fucking head and stop acting like a bunch of ass hats to get everything into them.
But you also got to remember, as that celebrity status, they have a certain platform to elevate certain issues.
Use it. You don't got to be playing basketball if you're fucking LeBron James. Are you kidding?
One of the things about LeBron James though too is, didn't he open a school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even basketball. It's a whole other platform, and it's fucking closed.
So
time to go open and get sick. Let's talk about that, bro. Like, stop worrying about what these celebrities are doing. Like, we gotta stop doing that shit. Fuck them. They ain't helping you.
True. However,
I ain't kicking down your door like, here you go, here's some money.
But you know what?
Man, fuck this shit, man.
Celebrities are celebrities. This is
Thank you, Tish.
This is kind of what keeps a lot of conversation going. It's fucking entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We utilize this shit as entertainment. We utilize their lives and the shit they're doing and not doing as a conversation.
Well, guess what? It's a fucking pandemic. Entertainment. If the entertainment lamp is out, you fucking non-military motherfuckers. Entertainment lamp is out. Fucking sports is done. Like, fucking shut the fuck up. Stop crying. Get fucking home and stay safe. But don't expect some professional athlete to get sick so you can fucking be happy.
But what does I got a question. What does the shit for the back of the jersey have to do with the pandemic?
Nothing.
It's for the Black Lives Matter movement.
It's for BLM.
No, that part I know. But my question was, what does that have to do with the pandemic?
The pandemic stuff, like the season didn't even need to restart.
Right.
Because now it's jacks up the next season if it could play regular because they playing late into this season. There's no point, but they trying to make money.
Stupid.
It's all money grab.
They're under contract.
Did they restart baseball?
Nope.
I thought that was supposed to start back up.
It was.
End of the month.
So when is basketball supposed to start back up?
July
end of the month, next week.
July
31st. Bubble.
in the same bubble that they just kicked Major League Soccer out of. Why? Because 2 teams got infected in the same fucking place, physically, that all the NBA players are in right now.
And on top of that, the commissioner of the NBA is not staying in the bubble. He can go and come as he please. And there's like employees of the Disney Plus can go and come as they please. So that's not really, they could have just played at home. But they're not really keeping it.
They could have got 5 Xbox sticks, guard, shooting guard, power, center, all of them. Everybody got their own controller and play just like they.
On 2K.
Come on, man! Like we gotta fucking stop this shit, bro. We sound like a bunch of fucking babies. Oh my God, sports! Fuck sports! You're at home. Stay home.
Yeah.
Right?
You're influencing a new generation.
Yeah, we're influencing bullshit.
No!
Yeah, you just influenced a whole new generation.
No!
You got a 1-year-old cousin. You got a 1-year-old cousin. He just said, fuck it. Yes! That's when you know you made it.
I'm fucking famous.
Done deal. It's a wrap.
My uncle for life.
But there's another point he made about the bubble, speaking about the pandemic. Now, this one didn't make any sense at all, but they also mentioned on the radio, too, where he compared the bubble to jail.
It is jail.
That's a very high-end jail, though.
Hey. No, she's not. She's not too little. She uses it in perfect context, too. Leave her alone.
She was banging on the table and everything, had passion with it and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You done got little babies out here tripping.
I'm excited today. I'm
excited. You got a lot of passion. It's when you're passionate about something.
Passionate today.
Yes. So to outdo all that fucking excitement, we could talk about chump fuck.
Who?
Chump fuck.
Number 45.
Yeah.
Yes, because we can't say the name.
Bunker Boy.
Yeah, Bunker Boy.
So he had to wear a mask to visit Walter Reed National Military Medical Center.
Mm-hmm.
As does anybody.
100%. I will bet my paycheck.
Chub fuck.
I will bet my paycheck that the only reason why he wore it is because he had to. It's like you're not going to be able to visit if you're not going to put a fucking mask on. Because ever since February, every time we've seen this motherfucker, he has never had a mask on.
You know why?
Most of his staff.
He doesn't wear a mask because he feels like he's submitting to the liberals and wearing masks. It's like a political thing. So when he went to visit the Ford place in Michigan, he had to wear a mask, but he wouldn't wear it in front of the cameras so they wouldn't get the gratification of seeing him in a mask. So now they finally caught him in the mask, publicly wearing it. Because
Wait. I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to get this in. Did you guys see the video that they shot, like the camera angle of him coming around the corner?
I just saw a picture of it.
Oh, it was like off of Reservoir Dogs. It was all slow motion like, and then came around the corner and everybody, it was hilarious. The dude next to the mask on. So anyway, sorry, go ahead.
He had to have that mask on. And then why would you want to visit a pandemic hospital without wearing
all fucking places
at all? Like, that's a hospital.
You serve no fucking purpose there. 1. 2. What?
Everything's a campaign ploy right now for him. He's doing everything.
You wonder why the rest. You know what? That's another reason why the rest of these motherfuckers won't pipe down and wear a goddamn mask. Is because he's not doing it. Like, why the fuck should they? Why is everything still shut down? How come I can't go get a haircut? How come I can't do this? How come I can't do that? Because this motherfucker won't do it.
Right. And you know what he could have done, and we probably would have saved a lot of lives, if he would have did one of his addresses with a mask on that had the American flag on it and saying it's American or patriotic to wear a mask.
That would have been an abomination to the American flag, remember?
Yeah, because all his toxic fucking fumes would have burnt the whole.
But I bet they would all be jumping up trying to buy masks, and then he could have made money for his campaign. He don't know what he's doing. I should have got behind him and helped him out, make some money.
Hey, everybody says the masks are a joke, right? But everybody says that there's a 5G wire. If you think there's a 5G wire in your mask, I want you to choke yourself expeditiously.
Well, the 5G wires for the N95s, right?
They're talking about that wire that's bent over your nose.
Bent over your nose to keep it in place?
They say that's a 5G wire that's fucking your brain up.
That's fucking stupid.
Choke yourself. Just
there's tinfoil over your head.
Choke yourself.
Everybody lean in. People that are feeling that way.
My sister is a respiratory therapist, and both my dad and my stepmom work in hospitals. This shit is not a joke. I don't feel like we're following as sheep. And the only reason I say that is because from firsthand, I'm getting information about how horrible this really is. Now, whether or not it's actually the coronavirus or the Rona or COVID-19, as opposed to, just the flu or some shit that just keeps fucking multiplying, I don't know. But staying at home, some people are not able to just stay at home. Some people actually do have to go out and go do something. So if you're gonna go out and do something, wear a fucking mask, use hand sanitizer, wear gloves if you want to, and just stay, as much as you possibly can stay away from other fucking people.
I mean, I know.
Period.
The masks aren't gonna. It's like a condom, They're not. It's not 100%.
Right, but again, like a fucking condom. You tell people to wear condoms all day long. You know how many condom babies there are? You know what I'm saying?
AIDS will kill you. Wear a condom.
You know what I'm saying? Condoms will prevent pregnancy, 99.9%. Trust me, I know a couple condom babies. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like any possible way that you can, any possible way that you can protect yourself, do it. If it's being required, fucking do it. Don't cause issues or hassle people or start arguments or bullshit because you're not being served in an establishment that is requiring you to wear a fucking mask. It's not that bad. It really truly isn't that bad.
But if you're social distancing and I'm not around that person, why would I necessarily, I understand it helps. It's another layer of protection. But if I'm keeping my social distance.
Hey, Mike, how many times have you been caught talking to somebody across the room and accidentally seen a piece of spit fly out of your mouth? I guarantee you,
but I've been far enough away.
But I know it goes farther than 6 goddamn feet. That's why you gotta have your goddamn mask on, Mike.
Because when you're out in public, you can try your fucking best to be 6 feet apart from the next person, but guaranteed somebody's gonna come into your fucking personal space. I'm sorry. It's just gonna fucking happen. I was standing in line at Specs picking up fucking alcohol on my birthday. They have the spacers for 6 feet apart, but yet people who were coming in the store were walking in between myself and the person in front of me to get to the aisle that I was next to. So somebody is going to come into your personal fucking space. So whatever protection you possibly can use it. It's really not that fucking challenging.
Yeah, Mike.
You know what I'm saying?
Read the signs on the floor, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
At times it's not, but I also get the point too from where workers that have to wear the mask all day, it eggs on you, it wears on you like crazy to have to wear that mask 24/7. Like you have to wear it at work, you have to wear it at home, you have to wear it when you go anywhere. It wears on you.
All right, I guess.
Man, there was an old saying, you could always get another job that,
You know what?
I require you to do that shit. But I get it, Mike. I get it. It wears on you. But guess what? Stop wearing a cloth diaper around your face and wear a regular weighted mask where it's not so heavy and it might.
No, but I know I'm not the only one. I know I've seen
it gets cumbersome.
That can't breathe. Especially even warehouse workers. They're in the warehouse working, can't breathe, having problems. Just even what I'm saying is the point of when you see people take it off, don't jump up. Oh my God! Understand that people who do wear that 24/7 do get annoyed by it. I know I'm Exactly. So if you see somebody do that, don't flip out on them and say, "Oh, you need your protection." No, trust me. I wear this all the time. I get temperature checked every fucking day. I go to work. I get temperature checked every fucking job site I go to. You know, I take that extra precaution.
Back up,
I know you do, Mike. I know you do, and you don't have to defend yourself on this podcast.
No. I'm not defending myself. I'm just saying.
Sounds
I know
like you
what
are.
The workers are going through.
You're hitting home with Mike. When they have to wear the
it's hitting you right in the heart, though, buddy. We know you do, Mike.
You know what,
give me some passion, baby. Show me what you love.
A lot of this is coming from people who don't have to typically do that, and we get it.
Right.
I work for a moving company. Trust me, my guys are out there in the fucking heat. You know what I'm saying? Lifting fucking couches and dressers and shit up and down 3-4 flights of goddamn stairs. I understand. Customers are calling us and complaining about that shit. We have, service providers calling in complaining about it. We get it. But understand that, yes, there are people out there who actually have to wear a mask for a living. My dad is a first assistant surgery tech. He wears a mask for 16 hours straight, depending on the fucking surgery. And that is his job. So yes, he does it on a daily basis. But when it comes to wearing a mask, if the mask that you wear becomes cumbersome, becomes uncomfortable, find one that will be more comfortable for you. Yes, it's okay to take those fucking breaks. Stop wearing the motherfucker in the car. You know what I'm saying? For people who drive around.
That throws me the fuck out.
Still see people drive around with this motherfucker in the car. Why?
And I see people do it.
Windows rolled up.
Sometimes you just forget to take it off, okay?
Then don't complain about it if
I'm
you
not
forget to take
complaining.
it off.
You see me complaining?
Not you.
The reason.
No, I don't wear mine when I drive. I see people doing it. Like, I see people driving
But the
by.
people who complain about it, the people who drive around with them on while they're in their car, are the same fucking people who complain about the bitch.
Mike comes to my house during working hours sometimes. Not even gonna lie. If I'm throwing him under the bus, I don't give a fuck. But Mike is full blown, fucking got the shit around his thing, around his face. If anybody is protected in Las Vegas during this pandemic,
it's Mike.
I'll make him hot. I'm telling you, he's got a thing. He looks like a little. He looks like a gnome, like a yard gnome ninja walking up to your house.
You didn't have to laugh that hard.
Punching out your AC unit, like just.
Nah, Mike's got it down though. But you guys are right though. And you guys, I mean, you guys are all out here in Vegas. Well, 3 of you are. And you guys already see all of our shit is closed back down.
Right.
Everything's closing back down. I mean, I really think we're all going to close back down. I don't know where we're at on the topic list. I don't know where we're at. But
this was it.
Wrap up coming.
We're all closing back down. Everybody needs to just keep staying safe and do what you're doing. But I know you guys cut me off earlier, and I didn't even get my train of thought out, and I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say, but it was really good, and you guys missed it. It's your fault.
Damn.
How do you know it was really good if you forgot it?
Yeah, because now we're already fucking 18 topics past what we were talking about. Now it's dumb. Don't even make sense.
Like I was saying, the dog in the back.
Oh man. But yeah, hour and 15 or no, we have right out of an hour. That's good shit. I gotta get back on this clock. Yeah, I gotta get back on this clock. One thing I will say, for anybody who is listening, has been listening, share YouTube, share our Facebook Live. We need more shit to talk about. I think we about to take a little turn in some of the topics that we talk about based on a conversation that we had before we clicked live.
And that's the thing. If you see a topic, you like a topic, the reason why we pick different topics is because it is what people are talking about, and we just want to give you certain opinions on it. If you don't agree or like a certain topic, say it. Say, oh, hey, yeah, I didn't like that one topic. Cool. It might not have been for you. And then sometimes there are topics that have underlying issues.
Hey, we don't have to keep on for our topics, man.
No.
Stop.
No, I mean, we do have to explain it because you said you didn't like topics, and there were a couple comments that said they didn't like the topics.
It's okay. Cool. We're not here to please everyone.
Exactly.
And we're not going to throw our cape on. And I'm going to stop you from throwing your cape on.
How am I throwing my cape on?
By over-explaining this shit.
It's not over-explaining it, too, when there was an outburst that said Basically,
it wasn't an outburst, Mike. It's okay, man. It was
one comment.
Yeah, one comment. It's good.
Y'all give me hives. You make me itch.
Right, you're making my underarms sweat, bro. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
But I see where Mike is coming from, though. Like, chop it up,
too.
Talk to us. You know what I'm saying? Post on our page. Hit our DMs or something.
Yeah.
There's more stories that you see. Yeah, we might not see. Share it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Comment, subscribe to our YouTube, all that shit. I do got to get up out of here. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Miss Brandy Nicole. Please start sharing that fucking YouTube. I like the YouTube channel and our hi baby, and our Facebook.
Interruptions, distractions, fuck that shit.
Shut up.
Y'all know where to find me, at @jab_Judah on Twitter, at @jab_Judah on Instagram. Keep following us, keep listening. Don't forget, you got to try to be the 500th person on our Facebook page. We'll send you a free mask. If you missed the live, make sure you're listening on Spotify, or you can watch on YouTube shortly after. And again, like they said, give us some topics. We'll throw it out there. We're not afraid to talk about anything. Just throw it out there. We'll talk about it. Don't worry about it. And it's not about getting the shout outs out here. It's just about getting topics and conversations started. That's all. We just want to have fun with some shit we like doing. Here.
Geraldine, 2 names, not one. Thank y'all for tuning in and enjoying the show. Appreciate everybody who's watching. Make sure, if you didn't see it live, you're seeing it on the other platforms, YouTube and everything. Like Jab and Brandy said, give us some topics. We'll talk about anything. And we'll try to make it funny, too. Half this time we're talking, it's not serious. So,
right.
So we want to have a good time. All right.
That's it, y'all. It's been another episode, Sunday edition of the Cover Your Motherfucking Face podcast. See y'all next Sunday. Cover your motherfucking face.
Yeah.
Peace.